After the 20th century, animals were banned from becoming spirits, but I am a creature from before the 20th century, carrying my 1,000 years of cultivation and a bunch of antique ID papers. I happily trotted off to the Spirit Bureau to register. Approximately how large is your true serpent form? If I were to fully stretch out, I could probably wrap around the Statue of Liberty about twice. The entire Spirit Bureau instantly filled with the sound of sharp gasps. In the corner, that wolf spirit who was dozing off, drool dripping onto the registration form, jolted wide awake. Every single pair of eyes, whether they were spirits or not, locked onto me. The sloth worker had his mouth hanging open, his finger trembling as he pointed behind me. I turned around stiffly. The door to the director's office slammed open. That legendary top-level boss who never left his office strode out quickly and grabbed my wrist tightly. He stared at the faint snake marking on my forehead, his voice tight. It felt like 10,000 question marks exploded above my head, like fireworks going off, blasting me into a daze. The entire Spirit Bureau lobby was dead silent, so quiet you could hear a pin drop. I could hear the wolf spirit next to me, his jaw dislocating with a crack, and the faint sound of the sloth bear's glasses cracking again. My wrist was still firmly in the boss's grip. The temperature of his fingers was frighteningly cold, but the eyes looking at me seemed to burn with a hidden fire. Right at that moment, a buzzing sound filled my head, like being hit by a heavy hammer. Certain chatter, fragments of memory blurred by the long years, suddenly surged up. The thick smell of alcohol, a young man's angry scolding, the scorching hot beat in his palm, and a single point of icy sting on my forehead. My pupils contracted sharply, my face turning pale. I even started to stutter. Back then that bead was, you lost it to me fair and square. As soon as the words left my mouth, I wished I could bite my own tongue off. Great, I just confessed without being asked. A glint of I knew it flashed coldly in his eyes, and was quickly covered by deeper anger. Then he said, you got me drunk, stole my freshly refined spirit bead, and vanished without a trace. He let out a cold sneer from his nose, clearly not believing a single word. The surrounding spirits were completely petrified, all eyes wide, mouths agape as if watching a millennia-spanning family drama. The director seemed to finally realize the setting was inappropriate. He took a deep breath, forcibly suppressing the churning emotions in his eyes, regaining some of that icy authority, but his grip on my wrist never loosened. He glanced at the dumbfounded sloth clerk, his voice icy cold. His registration, top secret file seal, it comes directly under me. The sloth nodded frantically, his spirit fleeing his body. Then without another word, he dragged me towards his mysterious director's office. I squealed and struggled the whole way, trying to grab onto the door frame, but the strength difference was too great, and I was predictably dragged inside. Bang, the heavy wooden door slammed shut behind me, cutting off all the curious, shocked, and bewildered stares from outside. Once the door closed, he suddenly let go of my wrist, turned around and crossed his arms, leaning against the huge mahogany desk, not saying a word, just staring at me coldly. I rubbed my reddened wrist, feeling guilty and cowardly, huddled by the door, my eyes darting around, just not daring to look at it. He remained silent, still staring at me with that gaze that could freeze a spirit solid, just as I was about to be frozen into an ice snake popsicle by the low pressure. He finally moved. He crooked his finger at me. Come here. I shuffled over hesitantly, my heart in my throat, not knowing how he was going to deal with me. He raised his hand. I squeezed my eyes shut in fear, expecting a hit, but the anticipated pain never came. Instead, his cool fingertip gently touched the spot on my forehead, where that faint snake marking was. A gentle yet overwhelmingly powerful spiritual energy slowly seeped in, carrying an ancient and familiar aura. I opened my eyes in surprise. His eyes were closed, his long thick lashes resting, his expression focused and complex, as if carefully sensing something. That energy flowed through my entire body, finally settling deep in my energy center, circling once around that shimmering lustrous bead, which had mostly merged with my own spirit core. After a long moment, he withdrew his hand, opened his eyes,